somewhere. And we're going to start the night like this. I come from haunts of coot and hern. I make a sudden sally and sparkle out among the fern to bicker down a valley. By thirsty hills I hurry down or slip between the ridges. By 20 throats a little town and 100 bridges. Till last by Philip's farm I flow to join the brimming river. For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. The Brook, Alfred Lord Tennyson. Welcome. Welcome, artists and family. You know what it is. Finally, Thursday night has come back. Pull up a Zoom box, grab a microphone, and get comfortable. It's about to go down. Oh, yeah. Oh, we here, y'all. Get excited. Good evening and welcome to the online open mic presented by the legendary, that's right, the legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. I am your host. My name is Elemen2al. Happy Thursday. This is the jump off, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. You know how we do. We're doing this and doing this and doing this well. Welcome to episode 121. Let's get it done as we normally do every Thursday. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, streaming live on YouTube. If you're watching and you would like to join us in the Zoom, the number's on your screen. 860-4964-4756. Jump in, join the greatest community in the world. Want to know why I say that? Trust, we're going to show you this evening. We do this week after week thanks to some dedicated folks who pay these bills. So we would like to thank the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Bloomberg Philanthropies, the Howard Gilman Foundation, and New York State Council on the Arts for hosting these free online events. You can add your energy to the mix with a tax-deductible donation by going to neweurekan.org/donate. Every dollar amount counts, and we are very much appreciative of it. Make sure you are plugging in with the dopest tech team in the Zoomverse. Matthew Model Keen in the building. Storm Lake in the building. One of the dopest hosts around. Listen, make sure you plug in with Maddie, man. All the way in Jersey, baby. You know what it is. Also, make sure you plug in with Kid Kuzza, the music man himself, Mr. Brian Lee, as well as doing only Ron Mark Thompson, a.k.a. RMT. If you're not down with RMT by now, damn it, you should be. All the way up in the BX. That dude's dope. This is where you can find me, Elemen2al.com. Take out the T, put in the number 2, Elemen2al.com. So many things going on. Make sure you plug in. All right. Tonight's theme, roots and rivers, flows from home. All right. This is really about the water that, brought your family wealth and health, right? What feeds the roots of your family tree, all right? And where is it flowing to? Where is it flowing from, right? If your artwork is not on theme, that's still totally cool. We are still looking forward to all of the incredible genius that you are going to share with us this evening. All right. Next week's theme coming at you. Metaphor madness. It's poetic alchemy. All right. This is National Poetry Month, folks. Like, you really, really got to dig in. All right. I don't know how many of you are taking the 30 for 30 challenge. All right. But do yourself a favor and listen, stretch your imagination. Right. All we have is air and opportunity. So take on the challenge, right? Be bold, be fearless in your writing, especially this month. All right. So here's a look at the rest of the upcoming themes for the month of April. I hope all of you are having a great poetry month. Really, write diligently. All right, let's get to the rules so we can get to the artistry this evening. Artists, turn your cameras on. We are trying to simulate a live open mic as much as possible. Plus, we love to see all the beautiful exuberance that goes into your artistic performance. We do have a full list this evening, so please have your artwork ready as I'm calling you up to the microphone. Artists, you have 4 minutes to rock, all right? Plus a 30-second grace period, all right? As you come to the mic, just like any other mic, right? As soon as you get on the mic and you start breathing on it, you will see a timer start to happen, all right? It will be counting down from 4 minutes, right? Once you get down to the zeros, you will hear a wrap it up tone, all right? From there, you have about 30 seconds, all right? There it is, right? You can see that timer that just popped up. It is counting down, all right? Once that timer hits 0, right, you will hear the wrap it up B sound. It sounds like this, all right? You have 30 seconds to really, really wrap it up, folks, so we can make sure that everyone has the same amount of time. All right, we're doing this to make sure we respect the venue, we respect everyone involved. So make sure you are respecting the community and your colleagues. All right, keep it right, keep it tight. We have reached my favorite time of night because the poets come out to play. All right. But, hey, there are some explicit lyricists in our community, and they may bring about some triggering flashbacks. But the founders of our cafe were major proponents on the freedom of speech, and we will make sure it maintains in the vein of everything we do. Therefore, there is no censorship. Other than any hate speech or any ism that people may use to manipulate, which will not, I said not, be tolerated. Don't think you can get cute in here and not get the boot. Trust me, it's coming. The tread works fine. All right? Respect the mic. Respect the community. Respect your colleagues. All right? Thou hast been warned. What we do is a living, breathing trigger warning. This is a true call and response space. After these artists get up here and they share a true essence of who they are, you will see this pop up on your screen. This is when you get a chance to share all of that energy, all of that exuberance with the audience, with the world. Don't worry about the noise, y'all. It's the rowdiest night of the week anyway. We're going to make sure it stays that way. So, share all that energy. It will be returned to you in the performance of these incredible artists. The guaranteed list tonight is closed, all right, because signups begin 24 hours before the show, which would be Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. To sign up, you go to neweurekan.org, you click on full events calendar, you click on the Thursday that you want to get down on, and you need that artist RSVP tickets. The only way you're getting on the guaranteed list, all right? Listen, last night, all the tickets were sold out in 18 minutes, all right? So make sure you plug it in, right? It is a hot ticket, so get it. Doesn't always happen that way, so make sure you are checking and staying plugged in. All right? Tonight's list. Yo, if you're not ready for what these artists are going to do, please prepare yourself because there are some of the best in the building and some folks who will probably come through later who are going to, peel the rest of your cap back if you have any left. All right? So let's get to it. There's all my rowdy friends here on Thursday night. What's good people? Angelina, it is great to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Kanisha D, welcome. Bree Speaks, welcome. Bonnie Soloway in the building. Jazz is here. Lantern's here. Joski C. Our inspiration was good, homie. Manya's here. Alan Gary. Lady K. Dre in the building. Eddie, what's good? Principe's here. Sam is here. Dr. Z Page coming in the building. What up, Jazz? I see you've been working, Jazz, for real. I see you've been putting it in, right? I love that National Poetry Month energy, for real. Jazz been putting it in. I appreciate that, for real. All right, so I will put tonight's list in the chat, and we gonna get to it, y'all. We gonna get to it this evening, for real. Like I am looking forward to it. Appreciate all of y'all coming out this evening. It's gonna be it's gonna be a great one. Trust and believe, it's gonna be a great one. All right, let's get into it. Coming up first, as this gentleman tends to do, love this cat's energy. Been rocking with him for years, man. His energy is always so positive, man. It's infectious, and I truly dig what he does. Always with a rhyme that's right on time. The one and only Eddie Foreman in the building. Come on, Eddie, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always, man. Come on, set it off this evening. Let's go.
Great to see you too. They can push on through. Remember that we love you, Ron, and Mathematical King too. Hello, my name is Ed Potential. I'm feeling fantastic. Please, it's time to control my rhyme. 5 Sublime. I got 2 pieces, so I won't take too much time. The first piece is called Positive Negativity. Blood is thicker than water. No concept I ponder. My father's never there, without compassion to spare. My bullies attack with hits of blue and black. My girlfriend cheated on me without a hint of remorse but glee. Negativity can shape you in many different ways. The trauma can stick like glue or make you open as a cascade. Negativity is absent of understanding or perspectives reaching a misunderstanding. 2 wrongs can't make a right. Life isn't about vengeance and spite. Day by day, people get lost in the rain, try and do what they can to silence the pain. The remedy is take negativity and change it. Why not make it a phenomenal hit? People forget we're all in this together. Why not learn, help, and make life even better? Thank you. And my second one is called The Phantom Menace. I bear his fangs, I bear his eyes. I know, quite strange. I'm just an ordinary guy. I came from an asshole, dimwit as he is. He had no loving soul. He didn't want any kids. The wound burned so deep, squeezed my bloody core. Our blood runs super deep. My eyes rain from the downpour. I think about Luke Skywalker, never getting tended by dark side. He reminds me of Peter Parker going through life's wild rides. With great power comes great responsibility, or use the force in many stellar possibilities. You could be like your tormentor, but what the hell would that do? You could be like your Terminator, but how would the sun shine on through? I know he or she is your force ghost, but how can this be an aspect of living? You can have a self-deluded roast, then your grief will be everlasting. Be the family figure you want to be. Don't listen to your phantom faded history. Be the sun, moon, star, planet, and sea. If none, please write out in poetry. Thank you.
I told y'all about his positive energy, huh? He just does that all the time. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Eddie Foreman.
Thank
Yeah, great job.
you.
That second
Woo!
piece
Yeah,
was fire.
Yes, Eddie.
that's a good way to start every time. Thank you.
Well, I just really love it, Eddie, when you do these 2 poems where you're reasoning with your listeners by being poetic. And by doing that, you move their consciousness into the realm of imagination. And that's just such a wonderful poet thing to do.
Yeah, he just has a way of doing that, right? Shout out to Jedi Master. We will hear from him this evening as well. Eddie, again, I don't know how you do that, man. When the world is so chaotic sometimes, you always find a way, like you just said in your poem, right? Take negativity and change it. That's just an important skill, man. It's extremely valuable. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Man, come on now. I've been hearing that my whole life. I love that. In your second poem, I love that sentiment, right? Be the figure that you want people to see, right? Be their sun, be their stars, be their moon, right? Some people can't see it. Some people don't have that imagination or that presence. So be that for them, right? It's a very, very powerful sentiment, and I appreciate you for bringing it in, all right? Truly, truly appreciate what you do, Eddie. All right, Starship's underway. Let's keep it going. Coming up next, yo, this gentleman right here, man, he just got it right. Love his writing style. He's got the radio ready voice, and he writes the type of work, man, that just sticks to your bones, a la Mr. Chicken Soup himself, the one and only Alan Gary in the building. Come on, man, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always, sir. Please take it away.
Thank you, Elemental. Friends, you can follow me on my Alan Gary Facebook page. Theme tonight, Roots and Rivers, Flows from Home. I present one piece from my archives, which may resonate with many, and a new piece, which I hope will inspire. First one is There is a River. Rusty fence creaks in my backyard where I played cowboys and Indians. Our world, we never would stray far. Easy then, no decisions. Neighbors chased out before I was born, no trace, not a footprint on our lawn. I'd lie awake at night and wondering why, while the earth got fed underneath a thundering sky. There is a river cutting through my town where they drove the Lenni Lenape down. Factories dissect the sky. Who's gonna tell the children why? There is a river cutting through my town. All grown up, daydreams turn to dollars. All that's left are barroom scholars. Bulldozers roar, but no one listens, making way for all those high-rise prisons. No room at the inn tonight. All sold out, cable showing the fight. Chief Oratani nowhere to be found. Forest empty, not a sound. There is a river cutting through my town where they drove the Lenni Lenape down. Factories dissect the sky. Who's going to tell the children why? There is a river cutting through my town. Time marches on, we grow old, facts blur as the legends told about a time so pure and free when the Indian was part of me. There is a river cutting through my town where they drove the Lenni Lenape down. Factories dissect the sky. Who's going to tell the children why? There is a river cutting through my town. Next piece is called Home. Triumph over despair, step by step, victory is here. Peace is a place, sanctuary over fear. Common to all, the whole human race, before the fall, created by evil, it is a choice, not from above or down below, but from our hearts and what we show. Where we live and how we start, how we go, from where we are, we can hate together or create love from our home. Thank you.
Wow, that last line was phenomenal, sir. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Alan Gary.
Yes. Let's go.
Nice job.
Awesome job.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Really nice.
I just really love how you brought these poems in. That first poem, just there's a river running through my town, right? Even the kind of childhood sentiment, right? Easy then, no decisions. I love that. Factories dissect the sky. Man, when it comes to money though, nobody cares about that. Daydreams turn dollars. Who's gonna tell the children why? Come on, man. In your second poem, you said triumph over despair, sanctuary over fear. I really, really love just that space in between those, right? When you start talking about the river flowing through and then what actually home means, right? You can have these things, but you do have to realize that, we're only going to get there together. Thank you, sir, for doing what you do and continuing to share it with us. Very much appreciated. All right, coming up next, this artist continues to come through and shows how sometimes people will steal your voice and then you find it and that voice becomes a roar. Love this artist's work. I love what she does. Can't wait to hear what she has to share with us this evening. The one and only Sam Hardy in the building. Come on, Sam. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please take it away.
Hey everyone, and a special hello to the 30 for 30 people. I've been doing the Stafford Challenge for 2 years now. That's a poem a day for each year. So anyway, here's my poems. The first one is called Fenced In Garden. My father's garden had a fence made of beer bottles, glass bottom reflecting the sky, while long necks dug into the soil, clogging up holes that once touched his lips. He would sit in the garden, smoking his viceroys, slowly building that fence. The next one's called Territory. The last thing I lost was privacy. Not all at once, not something I could point to and say, there it goes. It happened slowly, a little space here, a little space there, a door that no longer felt like mine, voices on the other side of the walls that got too thin. I keep thinking if I do everything right, clean enough, quiet enough, small enough, I can earn it back. But that's not how territory works. It's not given, it's taken. And lately it feels like I've been handing over pieces of myself just to stay safe. And my last one I just wrote today for the theme. It's called Roots and Rivers. I used to think strength looked like standing still, like roots dug deep, refusing to move no matter what came, holding ground, holding breath, holding everything in place. But roots can only reach so far, and sometimes the ground shifts anyway. Sometimes what kept you steady starts to trap you. I am learning another kind of strength, the kind that moves, like a river finding its way around stone, through narrow places, over edges I never thought I could survive. It does not ask for permission. It does not apologize for changing direction. It keeps going. I am both now, roots that remember where I began, and rivers that refuse to stay there. For so long, I mistook stillness for safety. I thought if I stayed quiet enough, small enough, careful enough, nothing would break. But silence is not shelter. It is a room with no doors. So I began to move, not all at once, and not bravely, but forward. A small current through fear, through doubt, through everything that told me to remain still. Even today, I'm still learning how my river flows. Thank you.
Yo, that was really dope, Sam. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Sam Hardy.
Wonderful, Sam.
Yeah.
Love that.
Nice
That
work
was
as
so
usual,
good.
Sam, sharing your heart and soul with us. Always. It's
I
beautiful.
really like that first poem, a kind of a snapshot kind of poem. It was really sweet.
I really love the new shit. Like I love when artists come through flexing like that. The first poem though, I love the imagery there, right? Smoking his viceroys, slowly building that fence. Ah, man. The second poem, it just made me think of a larger scale issue. You said the last thing I lost was privacy. Like that's pretty much gone in the country, right? Like for a door that no longer felt like mine. Like even though you have the keys, they've been inside from the beginning. It's not given; it's taken. That's an absolute truth. In your third poem, I really dig the sentiment here. You said, "I am learning another kind of strength. I am both now, both roots and river." And I just think when you encompass all of that, you just speak to past, present, and future. Great work, Sam. Great work. All right, let's keep it going. Shout out Michael Sindler. He's having some tech issues. But we are going to go now to the Pacific Northwest. Listen, the world can get crazy, right? And we have seen things get out of hand. But one thing that we have come to count on is there are people that can help to put our week in balance. This is one of those cats. His musicianship is always on point. His songwriting, he's just incredible, folks. The one and only Joski C in the building. Come on, Joski, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please take it away.
Hey, Elemental. Coming through?
Like a rock star, Joski. Let's go.
All right. Gonna start with this is some new shit I'm bringing through. Gonna start with a very, very short poem. Why We Are at War. Bombardier's joystick. Girl bites Trump's dick. It's connected. And this is something I just started writing yesterday. It's called Liars Who Negotiate. Liars who negotiate with actions that display the hate. Liars who negotiate with bombs. Got no heart, got no soul, watching everything explode. Liars who negotiate with bombs. School children, use your words. This lesson was not heard by those who negotiate with bombs. Liars who negotiate with actions that display the hate. Liars who negotiate with bombs.
It's always the last resonating chord for me. Joski, always. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Joski. See?
That guitar riff.
It has been
Amazing,
forever.
All day long.
Never
All
stops
day.
playing.
Never fails,
Fire.
Joski.
That was nice.
To blast that
Love
everywhere.
it.
Great title. Great title, Joski.
Yes. Love the opening too, by the way.
Thank you.
All of it's wonderful.
Joski, man, like, I really love that you stay so dedicated to your style. I always love when you have your instrument strapped on, man, because you just give us so much of your heart and soul with your music. And your words are just so tight and succinct, man. I truly dig it. The Bombardier line, like, sir, your short poems are monstrous. And then you this refrain that you created in the song, right? Liars who negotiate with bombs, with actions that display their hate. How did we not see this? How did the people not see this? And how are the people still letting this happen? Like, just saying. I just listen. But this is why we're here, right? To ensure the world knows what's going on, and to translate that garbage that he likes to spew, and make something of it. Thank you, Joski, for what you do, man. Always look forward to your work. Shout out Deneen. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, yo, come on. This this artist right here, man, she's just one of those folks. Whether she feels like she's ranting, or she's giving us like this real hardcore analysis of the world, her poetry just strikes hard, man. And listen, her pen must be heavy because her guns are they just are serious business, man. And she picks up that pen and she puts in work. The one and only Bonnie Soloway in the building. Come on, Bonnie, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please take it away.
Thank you so much, Elemental. Tonight's piece is way outside my wheelhouse. I started working on some a while ago to make a songbook based on tunes that were in the public domain, patriotic tunes. So I just decided to do it. I'm not a singer, so spoiler alert, this is going to be off key, but you'll get to, I think you'll know the words. Anyway, this is called America the Melting. Oh, beautiful for smog-filled skies and scorched-out waves of grain, for melting ice-capped majesties, disrupting all food chains. America, America, God cries from coast to coast, and prays we stop pretending global warming's one big hoax. Oh, beautiful the polar bears, the seals and snowy owls, penguins, whales, and walruses, who needs them anyhow? America, America, God stands in disbelief that pristine Arctic lands get raped by big oil companies. Oh, beautiful for killing sprees and guns in every home, with open carry spreading wide. Be careful where you roam. America, America, God shares his endless grief that children's lives get sacrificed by the prized AR-15. Oh, beautiful for brilliant schools and cutting-edge medical care, killed by healthcare CEOs, making millions for their heirs. America, America, God sheds his tears on me and clearly saw the healthcare fraud lit bright by Luigi. Oh, glory to the pregnant moms carrying dying unborn babes, denied the safest basic care, suffering right up to their graves. America, America, God sheds disgust on me and wonders what gives men the right to legislate pregnancies. Oh, beautiful for reckonings in retaliatory hands as red state men and women opt for sterilizations. America, America, God sheds his tears on me as women choose to save their lives foregoing families. Oh, beautiful, more freedoms curbed from speech up to banned books. No need to study history, we've long ago forsook. America, America, God begs we face our truths. Race is a white man's social construct used to divide all me's and you's. Oh, beautiful for oligarchs and deregulations. Humans now expendable, replaced by robot friends. America, America, your citizens believe their lives cannot be rescued short of moving overseas. America, America, God sobs before he flees and wonders how he built a land hell-bent on hate and greed.
And wow! Unmute yourself. Give it up for Bonnie Soloway.
Oh my God.
Let's
New
go.
anthem.
That was
Wonderful.
so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Tell
Yes.
it.
Bonnie.
Loved it.
Fantastic.
Tell it.
That was good.
God
That
damn.
was
That was
amazing.
wonderful.
Oh,
I thought your
Amazing.
singing was great, actually.
She
Yeah.
gets a Grammy.
I was so
Give
nervous
her a
the whole
Grammy.
time.
Oh,
Thank you.
yes. Grammy,
Yeah.
Grammy.
You can
You
trust
talk
Grammy,
about
God.
Grammy.
punching above your weight. That was extreme. And it's a poem about, want and disillusion, and you are a master of satire. And kind of so many, the lines were just relentless. God stands in disbelief. And, this theme about hypocrisy. And you do it. You see, what's so cool about you is you don't shy away from getting really graphic about it, right? And that's the kind of thing that will upset your average listener. But when somebody does that, what you're really saying is, nobody should have to experience these things.
Right. Right. That's a good point. Yeah. Thank you.
Our new anthem.
Yeah, so listen. Like I forgive me, I don't know who actually, I can't think of the cat's name who actually wrote that song. However, he's probably turning over and then turned back over and then turned over again. Because, there's one thing about covering songs. There's one thing about, kind of writing an ode to a song or to a songwriter. But what you just did, you took something that people know, some people love, and you just made it this, here's this fist, open wide, bon appetit. And I truly appreciate how relentlessly fearless you were with every single bar. Like you didn't stop short, right? You didn't say, "Oh, okay, I'll just go half of the way or only go a quarter of the way." Nah, you went all the way with it. That's the kind of relentlessness that's, number one, gonna have them knocking on your door. Number two, that is why I love poets, because we do exactly that right there. Thank you, Bonnie. That was pretty spectacular. I implore everyone to go back and listen to that, Joan. That was pretty fire. Appreciate you, Bonnie. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, listen, she's just one of my favorite people in the world. She just rocks so hard. She was coming with some musical accompaniment for a while, but she just speaks in a voice that everyone can learn from, that everyone should hear. I always look forward to when she comes through. The one and only Dr. Z Page in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you. Please take it away.
Thanks, Elemen2al. You can follow me at ZPage Poetry on Instagram. This is like probably the first time I'm here and not knowing what to read. There's this one I've been holding on to for many months now. It's about an experience I had with a college friend after I transitioned, and he was a man, and telling him I always loved him, and the consequence of that, and how it's affected my life. It's called Weekend Touch. We were brothers once, until I said, I love you. I scoff when people claim women and men can't be friends, when it's truer that men cannot love other men. Our fantasies embarrass the drunk in private. Our sex is interrupted by expectation and shame. Our memories are lost to the unspoken. But my fingers were never lost between your muscles on the dance floor of a gay nightclub in San Francisco. My tears became an unending avalanche you ignored, while my desire remains an unrising tide we can't hold. We are a wish in a penniless fountain. My lips no longer say, I love you. Still, my mind does. Poem.
Damn it. Damn it. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Dr. Z. Hey.
Wow.
Ooh, child. Mm.
We are a wish in a penniless fountain.
Yeah, that line was a kicker for me too,
Yeah.
Angela.
Jeez. That was amazing. Wow.
One day you're going to read and I won't get tears in my eyes. And well, no, I hope that never happens. Thank you. Thank you.
Good second guess. Well, Dr. Z, this is what always gets me to sit up on the edge of my seat and listen to you because, for me, and probably I'm just going to venture to say most people here, you're plumbing these spiritual and emotional frontiers that I know nothing about. And I would venture to guess very few people have spoken up about or tried to relate. So it's just such a blessing to have, your voice and your vision here in this space. And I always want to give you thanks for that. And, you uphold the creed of the cafe, which is this fearlessness, and you just hear it from so many people here. And so I just wanted to remark about that.
I love the fearless part that you just mentioned, Paul. And, Dr. Z is doing what poets do, like it's their duty, meaning speaking truth when silence is going to incriminate all of us. If we don't respond to the emotional void that poets fill. And I'm really, really grateful that your voice comes from both sides now. And that's a fearless that I've experienced in other ways, but bring it.
Yo, we just went full Star Wars between the Jedi Master and Math coming in here looking like Darth Sidious, like with the ominousness of bringing that work though. Listen, like this is what I love about poets is we invoke emotion, right? But that is the point. It is not accidental, right? Every line on these pages that we write. Listen, if the pages themselves could sing, they would, right? And it's poems like this that are just soaked in so much truth that your colleagues can't help but feel what you're saying, right? Sentiments like that come from a very, very real place. And that's where real poetry is born, right? It's not about, fancy word tricks and literary devices. It's what comes from the heart. And I know that was not easy, but I appreciate you very much for writing it, for sharing that part of your life with us, and now allowing the world to share it with you. We appreciate you. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, I said at the top of the show, this artist has been working. I've seen her. She's been posting stuff around, just putting in the 30 for 30 work, right? And it's not easy, right? For the folks who may not know about the 30 for 30 challenge, it is writing a poem for every single day in April. And listen, this is my 12th year, and it doesn't get any easier, but it just gets more inspiring with every poem, with every line that you write. I'm thankful that this poet came back to share some of that incredible work with us. The one and only Jazz in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you. Please take it away.
Hi everyone. You can find me on Instagram, Therapy Meets Poetry. And as Elemental said, I am trying my very best to keep up with this challenge. Okay, let's start. This one I call it Returning to My Roots. I see myself in almost all my patients. Maybe that's why I didn't want to work within my own community.
It's hard holding space when their stories sound like echoes of mine. This work humbles me, reminds me of where I come from, the block, the language, the ache behind survival. Sometimes my story feels small next to the ones I hold, but every session takes me back to who I was and who I still am. My imposter syndrome has gone quiet now. I belong here, not the textbook therapist, but the real one. Still, no one tells you how heavy it feels in the body, how tears blur both sides of the room, how grief lingers under the skin, how long after the hours end. And somehow I keep moving through it, like a river that learned how to carry everything without letting it drown me. I'm still healing, still learning that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's what keeps me human. Thank you.
Kid, y'all just hit me with the truth this evening. I got you. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Jazz.
Yes, I love
As
that.
a
Beautiful.
fellow counselor, fellow
Fantastic.
therapist, I feel that.
Wow.
I felt that.
Yes.
I felt that.
True. From a psych major.
I
From a
I'm
mom
I
friend.
you know, we see so in I'm an addiction counselor, and I see so much of my people coming into my room, and I just look at them, and when they cry, you cry with them because you're like, we know why they're here.
Absolutely.
Oh, I felt that.
The river, learning to carry everything without drowning.
What? That's what I was waiting to say. That's a fire line. Yeah, Joski, that line is crazy good.
Bro.
But well, this is a poem about revelation, and a revelation that empowers you to, kind of realize your own abilities and your own capacities, and that kind of and it comes to you, as you're talking about, through experiences with other people. But it's this kind of revelation that kind of just unfolds in front of you, that is a kind of uh, 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 its wonder is its proximity. It was there, basically the whole time, and it was up to you to kind of discover it. And that really came across in your poem, this kind of catharsis that really took place at the end of the poem. I really felt that.
Yeah, that's one of those. It's really really difficult to accept those truths in this poem, right? You said I didn't want to work in my own community. The block, the language, the ache behind survival, like just like Angelina was saying, like you see these people and they look just like you. They mama look just like your mom and them. Your cousins and your aunties them. You know what I mean? Your nephews. And like when you see those people and you want to do everything that you can to help them, right? It just, there's something about that. But listen, if you couldn't do it, you wouldn't be in that position. So when they come in there, they need you. They didn't just walk in there randomly and just said, oh, I need help. I just need somebody. No, the universe sent them to you. Why? Because you speak their language. You can translate some of the things that they are dealing with because you can relate to it. That's a superpower, just so you know. You said my imposter syndrome has gone quiet now. That's just fire. That's fire. You recognize where you're supposed to be. Stand on that. Stand on that business right there, for real. Dope work, Jazz. Keep going. Keep going. We're at day 9. Keep going. All right. 2 more, then we'll go to halftime. Coming up next, all the way across the pond where it's wicked late. The most eloquent writer in the world. This gentleman and love have got a thing going on like Billy Paul and Mrs. Jones. I'm telling you. He just does this thing when it comes to it, man. Trust me, you're going to find out. Dr. Love himself, the one and only lantern carrier in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always, brother. Please, take it away.
Thank you. I am a kaleidoscope of alien injustices in which tribe, culture, race, and distant lands shaped my destiny. Who am I? I must run on the eternal melody of love, still trapped in a dim cloud of shadows. Creating divisions from deceitful hearts, a huge wave of predators lash me against rocks with hostile intensity. In this chimera of life, identity embraces moral compass and political positions. My occasional religious beliefs, memories, values, and life choices, rooted by million kings and queens, now contradicting that of others. Who am I? I'm with the duality of light and darkness, cold and warmth. Walk with twinkling stars, even while dancing with herb in the canopies of nights, living an Eden of painful scars in my emotions. My mind's reactionary, and I tussle with the agony of prejudices perceived, attempt to deal with my burden of labels, engrossed in pain, while remorse and loneliness become daggers that stab my heart. Who am I? I'm the light I long to see, and change for sure begins with me. I struggle to rise from oppression, to improve my angle of vision, my environment, my darker impulses, the turbulent forces I cannot control in my quest for happiness. Solitude evades me like the tail of a dog. I'm forced to reminisce on the wisdom of the ancients to find solace. Theirs was the golden path of dauntless courage, of light and humanity, of decorum and beauty, of selfless love. Their sacrifice spoke to me of the glories of man, his ancestral wisdom, enfolding and insulating my heart with beauty. Yet I was called bad names, saw the indignity of kindred spirits, suffering the depravity of self-love, of self-esteem. Shaped by life, I, a wayfaring vessel on tempestuous seas, wandered alone as clouds dispersed from the heavenly blue, no place to call my home, stumbling in a hollow maze of chaos and confusion. Who am I? I'm a queen molded by the weaver of time, kept playing in mud like babies, needing to be clean again. I was once pristine like new plates, now I'm stained and dirty, tempted by life's culinary flavor of transient indulgences. I'm a child woven from an embryo, carrying blueprints of a DNA going all the way back to ancestral Africa. I have faced the intricacies of birth, lived in dread of an invisible ghost, pulling me to the end of my summers. I remember the Nile, its mystical symbol of renewal and hope, of me desperate need of cleansing to absolve my insecurities, of this sacred river offering spiritual sustenance to a continent. Its transformative continuity brings fertility to land, augmented status as a giver of prosperity. This mother of necessity stretches from Lake Victoria, its primary sources, Burundi and Rwanda, flow into Uganda, Sudan, Ethiopia, and Egypt, emptying into the Mediterranean like the soul bending into its source. This flow of consciousness is crucial to life, known for chemical reactions to cells in humans, its ability to regulate temperature, transport nutrients and waste, essential to drinking, and a natural resource to agriculture for sanitation to millions. Alas, like the deer that runs after its own muck, not realizing that it comes from its innate self, I have forgotten that gold light within from whence I came, to ascend winding path of righteousness, to find my way home, to love. Lantern Carrier, thank you.
I just don't know how he does it. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Lantern Carrier.
Every time. Every time.
Beautiful.
Every time.
Wow.
It doesn't matter how long it's been. Every time.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Man, brother, you said all the things.
All the things.
All the things. Yeah, you know, from the dimension of spirit to the dimension of being grounded in the earth that runs. The earth runs beneath our feet. Thank you so much,
my
brother.
Thank you.
Lantern lights the way.
Yeah, the complexity going on in your work is always astounding to me. And, what I hear is this poem about oppression and, how complex you treat this. It is so real, as fantastical as some of the imagery may be. I mean, just lines like, an Eden of painful scars in my emotions. I mean, unwrap that for me, please. But it's really a poem. Mostly what I heard coming across for the majority of the first parts of the poem is a poem about oppression, but it's about the worst and most evil and dangerous kind of oppression. It's not about the oppression that prevents somebody from voting or prevents somebody from having the advantages that would enable them to be financially successful or anything like that. It's the oppression that wants to rob you of the ability to feel your own emotions. And that is about as evil oppression as you could get. And it's just really key, the line that the refrain, of course, that just keeps keying me into that is, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And you would only be asking yourself that if, a person would only be asking themselves that if they were confronting this kind of oppression, whose objective is to make you think less of yourself. And, it's the other part of the lesson is if you don't know who you are yourself, you can't really do anything in this world.
Paul, I just
Thank
have to
you so
say
much, Paul.
that was amazing what you said, your analysis, and it's so true. And it's unusual for me to hear that from Lantern, but it just shows that what happens really reaches everyone's heart and soul of what's going on. And it's not just one country, it's the world right now. And it's very unsettling. And as Elemental always says, only poets can really express it in a way that people can relate to. So it was absolutely beautiful, Lantern, and Paul also.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, it all goes to
Bonnie, I
Lantern.
sent you your notes.
Lantern, I love how you deal in this universal truth of love. You don't tap dance around it. You don't kind of juggle it. You deal with it. Every single poem, like you embrace love. And that's not easy, sir. It's not. And then your word choices, and then your word work, right? You said this chimera of life. My mind's reactionary. Remorse and loneliness become daggers that stab my heart. Who am I? Solitude evades me like the tail of a dog. Who am I? Transient indulgences? Like, you never cease to amaze me, Lantern. You are very consistent in what you do in your writing. Thank you for all that you do and continuing to share it with us. Whew. All right. One more, and we will go to halftime. So, coming up next, yo, please tell me, is this your first time rocking with us?
In a couple years, yeah.
A couple
Is
years.
this cutting into my time? Because the time is going off and we having a conversation. So I would like my full time, please.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Okay,
Thank you.
talk that talk then. For real. Okay, so welcome back. Where you been? I hope you've been doing some amazing things. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. I should say welcome back. Let the folks know where you coming from this evening. Where you plugging in from this evening?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, stand up. Let's go. Let's go.
I go by New BU, and New Yorican was actually my first poetry spoken word event when I was 25. So I'm happy to be back.
Let's go. You see how the world just turns, right? Brings you right back home. Welcome Listen, you're rocking with the greatest community in the world. Let the folks know where they can find you. We'll yell at
Well, my
you
name is right
afterward.
there, so if you're interested. I don't mean to cut you. I'm sorry.
Nah. Hey, get down. Do your thing. Welcome. Take it away.
He woke up this morning with a smile on his face. Jumped out of bed, took a shower, dressed, cleaned up our place. Made us some breakfast toast, 2 scrambled eggs, bacon. Grabbed our keys, kissed us, there's our jackets off to work. Beaming all the way down 3rd. It is the way you love me, baby. Most times it's difficult to imagine true love, hoping someday it'll happen. So I write what I'd like to see, holding hands across sand-drive pavements, water's touch, time standing still, 'cause he always answers my calls. When I call, he comes. Doesn't keep me waiting for him to do what he says. I trust him from the moment he speaks. He listens and does what he says. He makes following easy and submission sweet. He loves me, and it's special, and he's different. Every time he keeps me on my knees, yearning for more of his love, settlement from all noise, filling with joy, sounds of ba-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Never had a love like this. Common sense here telling me chill, don't fight it. But there are times when we need someone, and he has been by my side. But heart feels numb and really wants to run, yet he loves me. Safe and easy like a Sunday morning, like an angel's calling. He's taking me all in, and I'm embracing him with my skin. And as the sun peaks towards our brown sugar chocolate skin on this new day, as the sun peaks towards our brown sugar chocolate kin on this new day, he loves me like breakfast after a long church service, mama and grandma's cooking. Loves me like warmth around real family during Christmas, nourished, replenished, full. Holds me in eyes with future in sight, vision seen clearly, and he's so perfect that I couldn't picture him if I tried. And there's no question. Most deaf, these panties are yours, so baby, slow down, just take your time. Me and you gon' be here for a while, okay? And he got me tongue-tied. Beautiful to witness, disciplined into his submission. Rivers overflowing when he speaks. Ba-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll let y'all yell at her before I do. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Newbie.
Yes. I
Wow.
love
Oh
a
my
song with a poem with a
goodness.
song with a
My
poem after it,
goodness.
sis. We need to clap.
Finished it.
Wow.
Too many
I
snaps up
love
in
the
here.
poem.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
You have me over here in tears.
Give it
Shit,
up
I'm
for the
not.
Yes.
crowd. Like, not even the crowd, just like the people here, because y'all mind, I'm sorry. Like, just the
That
people
was
here, because like I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be, but they're being a good sport. I asked, it pays to be kind and ask questions,
well.
So
This is more than being
yeah.
kind.
Yeah.
This is truthful. This is
Yes.
truthful feedback, right? I
Thank you
love the
guys.
transitions between
Yeah.
the spoken word and
Yes.
the songs.
It like
Perfect.
it's like pulling and coming, like the river pulls and takes you in, and then pushes you
Mm.
back, takes you back, puts you back. It's
the
It was
voice
awesome.
was just so angelic. I mean, I'm on a couple gummies, shroom gummies right now, so I'm a little more universally and out there. But no, the transitions were beautiful as well too. But man, you had me grooving over there.
Thank you.
I'm glad I came into the universe tonight to hear that.
Thank you so much.
It was the whole package. I just, second what everybody else is saying. When you do what people used to call free song inside a poem, the intention is to emotionalize the poem further. And you truly hit it out of the park with that because it just ramped up the emotional vibe of the poem exponentially. And, the honesty I felt in your poem was just in your delivery of it. You were so unguarded. There was a fragility and it was a vulnerability kind of on a different, in a different zone than a lot of the vulnerability you hear people get into in poetry. The whole piece was just really well formed and carried off. And it leaves nothing to my imagination about what you've been up to in your absence.
And you're on Instagram, you said? You're on social?
Yeah.
Under the same name?
So
Right.
I'm still waiting on my grits, man. Like, listen. Listen, I'm such a Jill Scott fan. And she has one of those voices that you know it when you hear it. And people don't tend to mess with her. Similar to some of the great divas in history. They don't tread in that water because everybody can't do that. Right? But what you did is you brought in a medley of her work and threw some Most Def in there, like the tone that you maintain throughout the songs. That's not easy. Breaking into the poems, remixing it on your own. That to me was the key of this jump, right? You said he makes following easy and submission sweet. He loves me safe. Like mama and grandmama's cooking, like, hey, easy. Holds me in eyes with future in sight. Like beyond the music, right? You're really talking about being in love with this essence of this person, right? It's not the flesh, it's not the being, it's the essence of this person that keeps you just thriving in the love that you share with each other. Beaming all the way down third, like yo. Like I said, I'm waiting on my grits though. Really dope work. Welcome back. I can't do the pop the cherry baby because did that in the building. However, I will tell you that you have officially fucked up though, because now you need to be here every Thursday to let that work get down with the community. I'm telling you, welcome to the greatest community in the world. You heard how your colleagues got down. Excellent work. We look forward to hearing more from you. All right, folks. It's been a great first half. We are going to halftime, just about 5 minutes. So refresh, get some stretching in there. Shout out a couple folks. I saw Nicole Johnson's in the building. I saw Unmesh jumped in here. Who else did I see? Garvin Thompson in the building. We're gonna hear from the Goldberg, of course. The Priestess Oshunyo Yen is in the building. Baba and Goma's in the building. It's Terry Rose Jerkson in the building. It's really been an incredible night so far, folks. Like I said, we're going to jump into halftime, and we will be back shortly. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back. We'll be back for the second half, all right? Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the online open mic with the greatest community in the world. Week after week, you keep this flame of artistry burning with a light that transcends time, distance, and borders. Now, welcome to the Halftime Report. I'm your correspondent. My name is Elemental, bringing you the latest news and upcoming events proudly presented by the legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and as always, keep creating. The New Eurekan Bowery Slam, happening every Monday at the Bowery Poetry Club in New York City, hosted by Luna Rosa and Jay Rose. Winner receives a $20 cash prize and a chance to compete in the final Friday Slam. Occurring on the last Friday of the month at the Lower East Side Center at 7 p.m. Hosted by Matthew Marroquin and Paul Conqueso. Winners from the New Eurekan Bowery Slam compete against each other for a $100 cash prize and a chance to compete in our annual Grand Slam. Plus, there's a Twilight Hour open mic hosted by Cap Come Through and The Score. For more details on the Slam season, including rules, winners, and current year scoreboard, go to neweurekan.org/slam. Our open mics at the Lower East Side and Center are all kinds of incredible. The venue records high quality audio and video of all performances, and they are live streamed to the Lower East Siders and New Eurekan YouTube channels. All except our first Wednesday of every month, we have Women's Orator Wednesday, aka WOW, hosted by 2024 Grand Slam champion Somebody's Mama. The remaining Wednesdays of the month, we have the New Eurekan Open Mic, hosted by Brian Acosta Aria, aka Brian the Motel Guy. Make sure you plug in, it is going to be something special. Our online programs, which are absolutely free, include the online open mic hosted by yours truly, weekly on Thursdays via Zoom and live stream on YouTube. All styles are welcome. Every artist has 4 minutes to rock with new themes every week. The Slam Workshop, happening on the second Tuesday of every month via Zoom, hosted by the National Youth Poet Laureate Stephanie Pacheco. When you sharpen your craft, you sharpen your performance. Make sure you plug in. There are many other in-person and online events coming up. For info and tickets of all the programming, you can go to neweurekan.org/calendar. Our social media and website and other links, including how to sign up for the mailing list, you go to our Linktree/New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Visit our YouTube channel to catch past live streams of online and Lower East Side Center open mics, beatniks, and special events at Battery Park City, Poetry House, and NJ Pack. The New Eurekan Poets Cafe is a non-profit 501c3 organization based in New York City on the Lower East Side. Ticket sales and grants don't cover all of our programs and operations expenses. So, here are ways that you can help support us in our mission to continue with moving poetry forward. Our merchandise, shirts, hats, and tote bags available for purchase at our New Yo table and in-person events, or go to neweurekan.org/merch. Spring and summer collection coming soon. Also, check out and subscribe to our Patreon site. Gain access to video recordings of in-person events not available online for the public. Go to patreon.com/New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Special thanks to our tech team, our programs and operations team, all of our hosts, our executive director, and all our sponsors for helping us to continue to move our artwork forward. We appreciate you for all your continued support, helping us to keep the spirit of artistry and inspiration of poetry alive and moving forward through the spirit of our founder. Brought to you by Elemental Vision Works, inspiring change through passionate poetry and creative production. Your energy and passion truly make this community something special. Thank you for all your artistry and your genius. Truly can't thank you enough. We appreciate you. Now, back to the show. Peace. Oh yeah, we getting right back into it. Listen, our second half lineup is absolutely amazing. There is somebody who's coming in the room right now. That's just a turn up waiting to happen. All right, so let's get to it. Coming up first, where did he go? There he is. Listen, love when this dude comes through, man, because he speaks for the people. right? And I just, he always has something that the people need to hear, and he always gives the people something that they can hold on to. Been rocking with this cat for years. Can't wait to hear what he has for us this evening. The one and only Alexander Goldberg in the building. Come on, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please take it away.
Find me on Instagram at Gorbensky, and as always, presenting for the people. And the poem that I'm presenting tonight is called River of Life. River of Life has taken me on many different trips, but now it's time to go back to my roots. I'm only 30 miles away, but anyway, it seems the distance is much greater than it looks. My roots are deep, I know it's true. The town where I was born is ancient. Hopefully, it's not too late. I am so close, I'm planning now to make my great return, since I no longer can procrastinate. This is the town where rivers merge, the town where Castle is, and it was built together with my town. Castle is strong because it could fight back the enemies so many times, and it did not go down. Go with the flow and hug the coast, and don't get crashed by waves, although it seems the rapids are too steep. The river always takes me back to vast meadows and glades, no matter if this river is too deep. We sail along river of life, life tasks ahead of us. There's purpose in our lives that we don't have. We die when life tasks are fulfilled. What is the human life? It's rivers flow from cradle to the grave. Some rivers run so smooth and slow, others are stormy, swift. Rivers are mighty, baneful, and not meek. Each one of us makes our own choice which river we will drift, stormy and mighty, or a little creek. Life always flows between two shores. One shore reflects my roots, the place of power, happiness, and love. The second is the country that was marvelous and new, the one that welcomed me with open arms. The pier awaits us at the end. We don't want to get off our vessel, but we must complete this trip. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if we could sail on the Gulf forever on this most wonderful ship? Thank you.
Man, there's just so much flow in your voice. I love it, man. Unmute yourself. Give it up for the Goat Bird.
Awesome.
Good.
Just straight up, never cease to amaze me every time I see you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and just like what Elemental said, you know, your delivery is just has that kind of muscular declamatory element that's so New Eureka Poets Cafe. That's why we love you here.
Yes, thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
The way you went about extending your metaphor, Goldberg, it was gorgeous. Because like sometimes when we extend metaphors, we either fall short of the glory about the third time, right? You know, and people just tend to like, oh, he's going to say something else about the river. Like every river metaphor held weight in its own. Like from the deep line about the river being too deep, like it was just good writing, bro. Good writing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You know, I just really appreciate the flow of the river that you told, right? You mentioned the city that you're from is ancient, right? And the water that flows to ancient cities has so many stories to tell, right? So many stories to tell. So thank you for that. Thank you for kind of giving us a taste of that water, right? You said life always flows between two shores. And I just love how that it just comes together, man. That's where the whole flows from home comes from. It's just, where does it take you? But also, how does it bring you back? So thank you for always staying grounded in where you're from and speaking in that voice. Truly appreciate you. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, yo, this poet always comes with a level of energy for all the poets around her. She is one of the best poets in the world. She is consistent with her work and consistently finds herself on final stage, man. And she always just has that work. I continue to tell her, like, you always know one of her poems, and she just delivers it every single time. It's amazing to watch her and hear her work. The one and only Lady K in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you. Please take it away.
Hi, everybody. In typical fashion, I just wrote this today, so I don't know how long it is, so I'm gonna keep this quick. This topic was very important to me. My entire fellowship last year was about this topic, and so in the chat I put a link to the music video that I did to a poem that was the original one that now I have written a new one, but I paid a lot of money for that video, so that one's available. But it's called Roots Unknown. So it's the visual to go along with the poem, but I did write a new piece. So here we go. I am a house built on a swallowed language. The foundation hums with syllables I was never taught to pronounce, vowels pressed into the dirt like seeds that refuse to die even after the storm learned my name. My mouth, a borrowed hallway where unfamiliar echoes pace back and forth, trying to remember which door leads to home. Somewhere before memory learned to forget, there was a river in me that knew how to speak itself. Now it runs underground. It knocks against my ribs like water trapped in a well no one remembers digging. I have become a map with missing legends, symbols without translation, roads that lead to places erased before I could arrive. My tongue curls around absence like ivy on abandoned walls, learning how to climb silence just to feel like it belongs to something. And the quiet, it is not empty. It's crowded. It's a room full of ancestors speaking at once through walls too thick for sound to pass cleanly through. So what reaches me is not language, it's vibration. A tremble beneath the skin, a frequency my bones recognize even when my mouth cannot. I walk like a tree that remembers the forest without ever having seen it. Roots reaching down into histories that shift when I try to name them. Branches stretching toward a sky that does not answer, and my dialect still sap rises. Still, something ancient keeps the time inside me without ever asking permission. I am not lost. I am translated. Poorly, maybe, but not erased, because even now, in this borrowed body of sound, there is a rhythm that refuses to assimilate. A drumbeat stitched into marrow, a language that does not need words to be understood. And one day, I will not be returned or recovered, but remembered forward. I will speak in a voice that feels like mine, not because it was given back, but because I finally learned how to listen to what was never taken. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water.
Okay. See. I see we just on a vocal flex this evening. Got you. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Lady
Wow.
K.
That was amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
Unbelievable.
On
Unbelievable.
wow.
Yes.
You just took away.
Thank
Speechless.
you.
It's just so like it's so deep.
Thank you.
So deep.
This topic always means a
No, no,
lot
no,
to
no.
me.
Thank you. Thank you. Because it was enriching. You have no
Thank
idea how
you.
it's beautiful to see our communities because again, our culture gets washed out as the years go on. So to see us bring that culture back. Like this was a great topic for tonight.
Yeah, I
Yes.
like what
Yeah.
Angelina's saying about the importance of, what gets revealed through the poem about culture, because there, especially near the end of the poem, you really start summing up all these cultural imperatives, these things that are kind of at once these goals and things that, you try to preserve, promote, protect, and you use this line about bringing forward in regard with the self. So, I mean, for me, the poem spoke a lot about, it's about discovering the self and how there's a lot of brinksmanship and improvisation in discovering the self, and how we're kind of pulling at a lot of cultural threads that we don't initially know are going to lead, we don't know where they're going to lead, but ultimately they lead to who we are. And that poem really put that forward in such a wonderful way.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's the spiritual for me. Like when you start with something that just connects us to an ancestry like that, it just gives it automatically this like feeling of shit, what's coming, right? Like when you smell the rain coming, when you start with a song like that, you know that there's something coming with it, right? You said a house built on a swallowed language. Water trapped in a well no one remembers digging. The quiet is not empty, it's crowded. I am not lost, I'm translating. Speak in a voice that feels like mine. Listen, when you approach poems like that, you get the true, authentic voice, right? And again, with the song, when you bring it all the way back, it's like bookends on it. And I just appreciate what you do and sharing it with us. That cooks, for real. Appreciate you. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, yo, this man is a warrior, man. Like I love what he does. He just has a way with words, and I know that's kind of cliche. We're in a room full of incredible artists, but this gentleman just has a way with words. Love what he does. He's an author, a playwright, a pushcart nominee, the one and only Noah Mathematics in the building. Come on, Math. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please take it away.
All right. Thank you for the intro, Elemental. And most Thursdays, you can find me right here. Thank you. Got two pieces. I believe they both are filling out the theme. And here we go. Up in smoke, after Ruth Stone. Seraphim dreams slept in the standing wood. An omnivorous fire consumes the forest from distant needle to fallen leaf, the heat of a flame inescapable. Evergreens explode their pine cones, hand grenades, bursting pine nuts like shrapnel. Seeds launched above the canopy escape the fiery demise on helicopter feathers to land, sprout, and regenerate forest miles away from the fallen ancestors. Ash cans filled with debris, leftover hopes collect in the sky. A puzzling haze wanders behind an unfettered gaze. Search for a patch of flannel blue, a memory of when the sky was up and not falling like curmudgeon snowflakes. Next piece. Prodigal rivers. At the edge of the beach, a meeting place between heaven and earth, the beginning of place, the end of null space, where life ends, another life begins. Underwater, a universe without stars, a sea of possibilities opens to the same dark. Light, banished like the prodigal son, exiles their selves into the desert, 40 years wandering in wonder, up and down spiral staircases, hoping to find light at the bottom. Only a hazy mirage there. Imagine the oasis, a make-believe place. Reminds me of the ocean that was my mother, my first home. A womb without a roof, a sky-filled attic, a basement with no ground floor. A nest of fire singes my hair, burns beneath my skin. Ashes fall away from bones left hanging in the closet. A gust of wind carries the phoenix on its maiden flight out of the desert, a trajectory that leads me back like 1,000 prodigal rivers to the ocean that launched me. Peace.
Yo, man, where your strength come from, I don't know, sir. Unmute yourself. Give it up for the maestro.
Yes.
Oh, enjoy yourself.
Wow. You can't tell where he comes from because he's got one foot in both worlds.
It was so hot. The piece was so hot I had to come outside and cool off in the rain.
Mathematics. I realize you're like the Billy D. Williams, bro, of existential epiphanies. Like, you are so smooth when you have these epiphanies that it's ridiculous. Like, good work. Great work.
And
Thank
that
you, my
last,
people.
yeah, Norm, that last poem was, to me, was especially poignant, you know, kind of talking about the borders of experience that have to be transgressed in the search for home, you know, where we can find ourselves, and talking about this kind of eternal return. I mean, you know, it's kind of how the poem ends, on this sort of the beach of eternity, so to speak. You know, you're another poet I listen to who takes me to places I don't know anything about. So I really get up on the edge of my seat when I hear your voice, because I know there's going to be a lot of revelations that are going to be nurturing to me.
That's our job, Paul. To speak to those places that people, wow, I haven't heard that before.
Like, that has to be one of the ultimate compliments to a poet, right? Is, wow, I've never heard that before, right? And listen, I run with some folks that I really can say that every time I hear them get down, right? Shout out Spellbound in the building. They do that, right? Shout out Medusa. Shout out Sunflower. Like, they get down for real. For real. I truly dig what you do, Math, because your way with words is really just, it's impeccable. And then you deliver them in a way that's not rushed, it's not forced, it's available for everyone in your audience, for everyone in the world to just kind of enjoy what you're serving. And that's not easy. So I really appreciate just the time that you take with your writing, right? You said a memory when the sky was up and not falling. Like, it's just the sentiment of that. I just dig it. Truly, truly appreciate you, sir. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, one of my spiritual advisors. She's just a blessing every time she comes through. She works. Like, when I hear her work, I'm just reminded of, you know, the things that I didn't know I needed to know. And then in our conversations, she reminds me of what I need to know. I have a list about as long as my arm about literature that I need to catch up on. But she keeps me very right in this world. Shout out to educators in the world. The one and only Oshun Yo Yen is in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always, priestess. Please take it away.
Okay, right now you can find me literally and metaphorically banging my head against the wall trying to write a poem a day for 30 days. I'm staying on top of it. I can't promise I'm gonna do all 30. It's driving me nuts. I haven't done this since 2019, so this poem I'm gonna do is old as hell. I don't know whether it was done in 2008 or 2009, but I did it at the United Nations. They were having some kind of ancestral festival, and this is the poem that I wrote for it. No seance conducted, for the ancestors are eternally among us, as they have always been, present in the waters of noon, as the followers of Heru, the scribes of time, from the stone of the pyramid etched on the temple walls, from Zimbabwe to Kemet and back to Timbuktu, still striding the path of the ancient empires of Mali, Ghana, and Songhay. Their shadows are eternally present in the great souls that line the middle passage. Bodies discarded, souls intact. Their leathered hands are right there on the first beat of the drum that thundered inside of the tree it was carved from and still echoes in the caverns of our souls. The ancient ones are intimately woven in every fabric of our lives, the pieces and shards of the scattered calabash, omnipresent in earth, sky, and ether. The ancestors are eternally present in the silent speech of the wind, standing guard at the door of our memory, whispering tales of family told and retold, perpetually dancing on the laughter and verses and recitations of the poets and griots. The ancestors are there gently holding the hand of both the recalcitrant and obedient children. For recalcitrance regime holds a siege to revolution, and obedience gives birth to loyalty. The old ones, the unseen hands, dry the tears of our pain, share the wine of our celebration. Their wisdom whispers into our soul. The words ring in our ears. The desires for the family carried by the river of blood that is sometimes rushing, sometimes babbling, sometimes burning, always singing in our veins. That river song is our chorus of multitudinous ancient voices that transcend the illusionary boundaries of time, blood, bone, and sinew. That river of blood, its path inextricably linking us to our ancient and future destiny. Reborn in our children, calls insistently, sometimes screaming, to ensure that we carry out the mission of those that came before, as it was sanctioned by Olorun and guided by their deities for the enlightenment of our collective souls. The ancestors are always there. Do you not hear the chorus, the melody already known to you? Do you not feel them in the steady beat of your heart and see them in the vision of your dreams? You must have. Your pen answered their call. Your soul responded to their plea, your intuition to their message. Even now, your blood sings their song in every word of their poem. See, feel, believe, better yet, know. The ancestors are eternally among us. Ashe.
I told y'all, she's just a blessing every time. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Oshun. Yo, yeah.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
That echo sounded like you were addressing the UN.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that heard the echo.
Like
That definitely amplified the poem. It put us into that space. Blessings. Blessings.
I really love what you're saying, though, Shunya, that you can't kill creation and that it's all around us. There may be adept people that can be guides and people who reveal it to us when it's hard for us to actually experience, but that the spirit is something that's always present, and once it manifested, that's not something you can turn off, and there are other motivations beyond the things that drive us through the sort of requirements of our dull everyday life.
One of the things that I'm always struck by is the diversity of this group, not just in, skin color necessarily, but just how important certain things are and the adoration and love that is expressed for ancestors and for passing down the important things in life. And not every culture does that. And I have a great admiration for the way everyone expresses that here. And it's just a beautiful sentiment to hear all the time.
Hence the reason I like to call this community the greatest community in the world, because we do have such a collection of artists who really fearlessness is on display, right? Which is why I say at the top of the show, my favorite time, right? There is no censorship here, right? The Jedi Master can tell you better than I can about how the New Eurekan Poets Cafe has stood on these principles of no censorship for years, right? Probably longer than some of us have been doing this. And I am just thankful to be a steward of something like this, to make sure that these doors are open, that these lights stay on, that these microphones stay hot for everyone to say these things, right? I truly, truly love what you said, Priestess. You said the ancestors are eternally among us, right? And we carry out the mission of those before. To me, that's my whole purpose as a poet. I have to speak for those people who can't. I have to do the things that they couldn't do. I have to, you know what I mean? Like my ancestors got whipped. So now you got to deal with this whip coming out my mouth every time I open it. You know what I mean? But I'm just thankful that, you and the God always just strengthen me in what I do with the fervency with which you do it. So thank you so very much for always being dedicated to doing what you do. I appreciate you. All right, let's keep it going. Jersey in the building. This artist right here, she's just all kinds of dope. She's like a triple threat, man. Like, she's gonna come at you with some poetry. She can sing you a song. I mean, like, I don't know what else that you might want from an artist that can give you an entire package of artistry and then happens to be dope with it. For real. The one and only Love Lee in the building. Come on, Love. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please, take it away.
Thank you. I love how Elemental gives me like a standard of how I want my intros to sound all the time. Like when I'm rich and famous and the Grammys, I'm gonna be like, listen, I need y'all to sound like this. But yes, so I tried to stay in theme today. This is a poem that is probably gonna be in my next book. It's about my grandma. I love my grandma. And she's 87. And recently I feel like she just started like losing memories a little bit. And I'm not used to that because she's an elder that has always had like a memory that was crazy to us. But yeah, it's about her and it's in theme. It's called Butterfly. My grandmother is my favorite person. Our monarch, made of transformation and magic, a butterfly, ripples of her through history, fighting to change everything around her. Strength within her, her legs carried her from marching to motherhood. Only time she stands still is when she's standing on business. Dr. Mary Elizabeth Clyburn Covington Hooks, Google her. My grandmother is in a museum in her hometown, her face plastered on walls, a mural of all the greats, leaders of freedom, held everything down wherever she plants her feet, calls it home, births generations through books and classrooms that she couldn't used to go into, douses them in prophecies and memories of not being able to get in the front door. Went from back doors and walking around eating ice cream in the rain to telling the ice cream man to fuck off and that she ain't going nowhere or something like that. That's my version. My grandmother has always been proud of my version, made me feel full with food and love at her house every time it was me and her time, taught me cursing and screaming and how to do a good model walk. Not too fast, so they can take your picture. I come from a line of ambitious women, rose from trenches women, taught me to be everything all at once because I can, and stand in that, step in that truth proudly. She taught me everything the world don't tell good Black girls to do. My feelings always feel safe at my grandmother's house. I had diaries that lived underneath her table. She used to let me call my boyfriends on her cell phone before I got one. Taught me to have fun, to survive. She survived so many things, so many lives, got so many reasons to have gone crazy and still radiates love and peace and fun. My grandmother is a live, laugh, love poster come to life. She does life her way and gravitates towards whatever feels most comfortable. She always taught me how to live my best life. She doesn't get emotional. I don't think she knows how. And neither did her mother. And neither does mine. All the time. But she loves harder than anyone I've ever known, consistently and fully, like a belly laugh after peanut butter crackers and ginger ale, watching America's Next Top Model or Dave Chappelle back when you could say that shit. We would cackle so hard, and even if you get a cramp, it's worth it. She taught me love hurts sometimes. It's the hardest lesson I had to learn from her and the world when I didn't listen. I couldn't believe someone could ever be so mean to my butterfly. And in her story, she drifts away from the bullshit, but she radiates love and light attracts flies. So sometimes she was mistaken and made to feel garbage. She shows me how much giving can break you down sometimes. Like my mother, I know how hard it is to love hard when you're used to loving yourself second. In their honor, I try my best to love me first, to my greatest extent, and never to the extent of anyone else's cage. For my butterflies, may we be free the way our ancestors prayed for us to, for our future generations, always. Ashe. Divine timing. Mm-hmm.
Yo, talk that talk. Unmute yourself. Give it up for lovely Lee
Ashe.
Poet.
Ashe. Oh, you know, it gave me goosebumps as you were reading because I resonate.
Oh, thank you.
I resonate. I have a grandmother who is 98 years old.
Wow. Bless her.
Has had 8 different accidents that didn't take her life, and the
Mm-hmm.
one thing that has taken her out is her mind.
I
She
feel
has
that.
she has dementia. So
I understand.
I definitely that definitely resonates. That like literally I'm talking to you and I'm getting goosebumps on my arms like oof. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
This was amazing. You really took me back to my grandmother too. I'm literally in tears. This was everything.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate y'all. I was just thinking, like, when I saw the theme, I was like, I don't want to go necessarily to a place of like the generational like hardships and trauma that I've been through, and I kind of just wanted to like celebrate. Like it's really been recently hitting me that like she's not completely here, and I just wanted to dedicate that to her because she is my everything. She is my everything in this world. So I'm glad that I could be there and be a vessel for that message for y'all.
Yeah, you really said it. I mean, to me, it was just very obvious that this was just a very heartfelt and deeply celebratory um, tribute, poem. I mean, this line in there that really kicked me was, she does life her way, and that's one line I can really identify with because I had a mother who, was very similar to a lot of things you're describing about the approach to life, and which is, about maintaining self-respect above all, because that's what empowers you, and that's what through that you can pass on all the positive values to the people you are there to support and open the door to the future for. And that just brings me to the point where I want to say, I'm great. The configuration of the room tonight is when I really like it because almost half the people here tonight are women, and and not just women, but dominant women. And that is something, the New Eurekan Poets Cafe is definitely the home for. So you all are really making this room ring with it tonight.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all, and I invited my mama next week. Hopefully, I can get her to come on because she is a writer that hasn't been writing in a while. And I'm like, Mom, I got to inspire you because I want her and my grandma to write books. So I'm trying to. That's one of the generational curses I'm working on breaking right now is them not like fully getting to what they want to do. Because I'm like, I know both of them want to write books, so I'm gonna help them.
There we go. Right there. You just said it yourself. You will be the conduit through which that they write these books, right? For real, let me just echo what the Jedi Master said. Shout out to all the divine femininity in the building this evening. Thank all of you so very much for bringing it. Shout out to all the grandmamas, the nannies, the nanas, the me mamas, you know what I mean? The abuelas, abuelita, like all of them, right? Because they do so much. They have done so much. And when you get out of line, they touch you. Boy, do they touch you, right? But I just appreciate the fact that you took the time to tell us how much of an absolute badass your grandmama is. Like, I appreciate that so much. You said the only time she's standing still was she's standing on business. Come on. Come from a line of ambitious women. She taught me everything the world didn't tell little black girls. Come on. Like, it's that spirit, man. Like, oh, it's that spirit, right? Tell my mom and my auntie, they don't make women like that anymore. It's not to say that women are not really dope now, but those women, they just built different. That's all I'm saying. They just built different. Ask your grandmama. You don't believe what I'm saying? Go ask abuela. Go ask abuelita. Go ask your tias. Go ask them. They'll tell you. Truly appreciate you, love. Really super dope poem. Thank you for sharing it with us. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, every time this artist comes through, it is an experience. Peace to the God for all the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that he always brings. He always just speaks in a frequency of the ancestors, man. And I love what he does. Always look forward to him coming through. The one and only Bobby and Goma in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. It's always great to see you, God. Please take it away.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's good to be here. Good to see y'all. I've been a bit under the weather, but I'm gonna do this poem. I'm trying to do this 30-30. I'm a little bit behind, but this is written today. It goes out to all the Buffalo soldiers, all the vets. It's called Underwhelmed. So the so-called greatest army in the world wants to know what the fuck is going on. There is no plan and they don't give a damn about Israel. America is not being threatened and they don't want to die. It's not our war, they say, and they're not fighting for a country that doesn't love them back. Donald is not Jesus, nor is he a believer as he threatens to kill the Pope. Although he has been indicted and should be crucified, it's obvious he thinks if you don't know where you're going, any path will get you there. But the road to victory is paved with lies, and guilt only leads to a lifetime jail cell. So we're stuck with diversions from the Epstein files. The Strait of Hormuz has a $2 million entrance fee, and bombs over Baghdad threatens to be bankrupt the yet-to-be United Snakes, led by a house full of clowns, threatening the end of the world while the bear gets richer. The eagle flies in circles with one wing. A ceasefire is a fantasy, and we all have our fingers crossed, praying that Armageddon is just another lie. Excuse me, but I'm underwhelmed. Peace.
I love when he come through and talk that talk. Unmute yourself, give it up for Baba Ngomo.
Yes.
And then summed up life.
That's telling it like it is. And it's I could just hear the frustration because it's just there and it's inexplicable that it could be solved so easily and it won't be. That's all. It was really good, really good.
Yeah, there you go. There you go again, Baba and Goma, in one of your specialties like nobody else. Humble truthing power into the corner. One of the biggest, stupidest things idiot politicians ever do is give poets all this grist for their poems.
Yeah, right. Like we're just another community of comedians.
Oh.
Like our voices, our written pieces are about satire. Motherfucker, get out of here with that, please. You're telling the truth. Thank you so much, Baba Ngoma. Yes.
He said please. He said please. Like he said, get out of here with that bullshit. He said please. He said I'm underwhelmed. And I really, really dig that, man. He said Donald is not Jesus. I think they may fine you in a few states for saying that, sir. Like, you know the kind of following he has? The road to victory is paved with lies. Ceasefires of fantasy. Yo, America has not been threatened. I just really, really am thankful that you stay so dedicated. The way that our oppressor was so dedicated keeping that boot on our necks, that you're so dedicated with breaking that fucking ankle, man. I love it. Appreciate what you do, truly. All right, let's keep it going. We have 3 more, and then we'll get to the good luck round. Coming up next, yo, this artist right here, man, she has just come through and just just blazed her own path. Like, I really, really love when artists just like, oh yeah, I got this thing, and it just comes out of my throat. It's called poetry. And it's just like mad, just chill with it, but just speaks flames, man. You're about to find out. The one and only Dre in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please, take it away.
Hi, y'all. Instagram, dre.poetry. This is called Stayed on Topic because there's like 30 days to the month, 30 topics. Sipakli. Before there was ground, there was mouth. They called her Sipakli. All teeth, all hunger. The gods took her body, split her into more pieces than she knew she had, called the pieces earth. Her wound fed us. That is our version of beauty. The same dirt that nourishes us, buries us. We call it the same work. The gods made a promise. Earth would hold human feet, hear rituals. She would keep eating, we would keep feeding. Say it with me. Survival is a covenant written in blood. I was born inside this agreement. My roots are not metaphor. Meshika, Nawa, we come from Omatel. Nothing exists alone. Life, death, creation, ruin, love, lost, same river, different bodies. This is why I have no middle ground, only a fault line full of edge or impact. This is why I love like ruin and creation in the same exhale. I am not excessive, I am ancestral. White men speak to me like I am already theirs, like the earth to them, inert, dead, waiting to be seized. They are always wrong. Appetite is my second spine. It keeps me upright, and beauty is just another mouth for swallowing colonial bloodlines. I want the taking answered, fed with those who feed on us. Say it. I love my people like collapse is a requirement. I am tied to a man who at age 12 was caged, 27 years out of 33 captured, 10 in solitary mental slavery. His insatiable need for our freedom was force-fed iron imperialism and the brutal theft of time. They buried him 10 years deep in concrete. He became louder. He did not starve, he offered. Say it, he offered. He made suffering ceremonial. He fed our people with his body. He made his body a refusal of solitary concrete colonialism. He is called Sipakli because he understands hunger, builds worlds, one resisting body multiplied into thousands, 60 days without eating so our people could breathe above concrete. Day one came, sunlight flooded isolation because he offered. This is how Earth was made, one body given and everything changed. He called me his dualidad in a text message that was pending approval of glazed plastic pink-eyed doll pigs for 3 days. He is Sipakli in confinement. I am Sipakli in motion. His dualidad, twice need, as one force not to be fucked with. We are altar and offering at the same time. Mexica blood still moving, now called Chicano, not broken, continued. We burn what cannot survive to keep truth alive. We devour language, bodies, God, and make something that feeds others. Because we remember what was known before forgetting. Nothing here survives without return. We feed, what feeds us. We feed, what feeds us. Say it. This is the agreement. This is the root. This is the river. He offers. I offer life to life. This is how we remain. Home.
Yo. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Drake.
Yes.
What really amazes me in so much of your work is how you mix these really florid metaphors, images, and sentiments with straight out bone dry logic. And, that's a mental, how do I call it, agility that is a really intense talent. And you bring that to bear in your poems with such a great effect.
Yeah, I really love poets, because we do this thing with words, um, and they're weapons, right? Um, And thankfully that we're masters of them because they could really hurt people. You said white men speak to me like I'm already theirs. Damn. Like, damn. Appetite is my second spine. Beauty is a second mouth. Buried him 10 years deep in concrete. Made suffering ceremonial. Both altar and offering at the same time. Yo. Keep up the mental calisthenics. It's serious work. I appreciate the work you put in. Truly. Truly. Serious work, y'all. Told y'all. All right. So, two more on the guaranteed list. We will get to it because, listen, the end of this good luck round, trust, everybody who's in here is going to want to stay for the last three. Trust. All right. Coming up next, love when this artist comes through. She comes through with such a slice of life approach to writing. And then she just does it in this style, in this voice that just kind of forces you to just I got it, and you just want more of it. I always look forward to what she has to share with us. The one and only Manya in the building, plus the homie Simba in the background. It's always great to see you. Let these folks know where they can find you. Please take it away.
I just have two poems today. They're the second one's a continuation of the first one. So yeah. I grab every inch of my mouth, stretch it out to the edges of my face, pin it into a smile. I make sure to flash it at everyone. The subway driver flashed. Security guards flashed. Without fail, the pins fall down and my mouth contorts to a flat line. Every single time I'm done passing by them. I smile to put people at ease at the cost of my own. People pursue me until I'm running into dark alleys. In these alleys, they all ask the same question. What am I hiding behind my baggy t-shirt? The only thing my breasts are hiding is my heart that needs taken care of. The heart that has no kindness for me and makes sure that everyone else knows that it's always there for them. The kindness that lends to opportunities, that I owe these strangers something for leading them on. Or maybe that's just what repeats in my brain. That I lead everyone on. That I smiled, so obviously I'm asking for it. That I didn't say no, so obviously I was asking for it. That I didn't say yes, so obviously I was asking for it. At this point, it's happened twice, so I'm obviously asking for it. How could a girl like me let something like that happen 2 times in a lifetime before 22? I'm still 22. And my mind has fragmented to where I will always be 22. You could stick all the pins in the world into my brain and I still wouldn't forget that I'm 22. 22. When life had ended for Manya Shankar. Second piece. Even though life had ended, my lungs were expanding and contracting, no pins in sight. With my eyes closed, I could smell the jasmines in the dead of winter. The lush green grass growing between the wrinkles of my bed sheets, grazing the tips of my fingers. I can see the curve of the earth as it keeps rotating around the sun and the hum of life returns. The pins had fallen away to a wasteland and the corners of my mouth quirk up. I find myself seeking pins sometimes just because it's all I know. They don't appear as often. Manya Shankar continues to live. Thank you.
Told y'all that slice of life just come right at you. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Manya.
Ooh,
Wow.
Loved it, especially the first one.
The 22 is like the mic drop. 22. I'm still 22. It's just, it resonates across, like it's so much more than just a number. It is so much more than just a number. Thank you.
That
Yeah,
was an amazingly beautiful way to express what a lot of women, I think, mostly have gone through in their need to please or being taught to be quiet and please. It was just a beautiful way to express that. I just can't even say it enough. So thank you so much.
Well,
Manya, I'm sorry.
No,
sorry,
go ahead,
Paul.
Drake. Go ahead.
I was just going to say I was 22 once and also had too many times and wondered what I was doing wrong. I'm now a mother with 2 daughters who can recite your poem as well. So there's 3 women in this house out of 4 people. And I promise you, it wasn't us. That was beautiful. And I'm going to replay this for them tomorrow. So thank you. Thank you.
Well, I was going to say, I'll gladly stand up and suffer being slapped for mansplaining in this instance, but this poem was just so intensely concise, not just the length of it, but, you're talking about, it was just very apparent to me, the requirements of gender. And, Angelina and Bonnie spoke directly to that in their remarks. You did this with such economy. It's a kind of poetic magic, as Elemental will talk about what poets do with words. And you did it with such few words. It's really as you hear from the responses from the people here, it's just this kind of universal predicament that's all pervasive. And it's really genius and for you to do this in the scenario of, these everyday life circumstances like being on the train and stuff like that, because that's where all this gets played out in everybody's everyday life. It's these things, as I always talk about, that are these standards applied to people who are given an identity that is not their own. And it's all this this socially constructed effort to get us to think less of ourselves, whoever we are. In this case, it happens to be this, the category of people who are women. But it's, just a brilliant kind of takedown of this requirements of gender. And I really, my spirit was really reveling in the second poem where, you recover it and you kind of compensate yourself for being who you are. And that's an act of bravery and valor in itself. So just really wonderful to hear your voice bring this kind of work here. Thank you.
And one more quick thought that I had is that it is so recognized by the right wing Christian nationalists, whatever you want to say today, because that's all part of their plan, is to shut women down even further. So while we're trying to move on, it's very hard to do. And anyway, I just thought of that. So anyway.
So I just really love the imagery in this poem. The pins. The pins are what got me, right? I put these pins and there's a smile. And I flashed it to him. And I flashed it to him, right? Then it was, oh, what are my breasts hiding? A heart that needs to be taken care of. That's money. And then you got on this kind of refrain where you said, I didn't say anything, so I must have asked for it. But I said no, so I must have asked for it. You didn't say anything, so I must have asked for it. It happened twice, so I must have asked for it. It's something about when people don't hear you, but then have the nerve to turn around and ask you, are you okay? Is there something wrong? Right? Especially when you can see it from the top down, like Bonnie's saying, oh, they don't want you to have this autonomy. They want you to be this mindless robot, if you will, right? But when you actually show them everything that they hope their mother is and their daughters will be, they just don't like being told no. Sorry. You don't get to choose. It's not your choice. Never was. Never was. Great work. Great work. Yes, you're 22, but pretty great at 22. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, I had a conversation with this cat earlier, man. This cat puts in work. I'm telling you, man. From Wisconsin to Chicago to Indianapolis, like this dude just puts in work. He does not mind putting the miles in. I like to call this cat the captain of the street team, representative of poet in the building. The one and only I Inspiration is here. Come on, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please take it away.
Info I'll put in the chat. It's Facebook and TikTok. I Inspiration, just like it is on here, and then Instagram. IN.SPIRATION1899. And I have a poetry prompt out there for anybody that wants to partake. This is a tribute to one of my earliest influence of poetry, Jim Morrison. And I'm doing a tribute to him in Rockford, Illinois on Saturday. This is my forest of I. This is my forest of I. Eyes inspired wide by trees felling and blown over. Why even more, stand tall and stand over. A sea of opportunity. You seeing the opportunity? I'm seizing the opportunity. Through the bark, the flesh, the life of these trees, these souls of men, of women, souls of the land. They bear their all, laying down to rest for eternity. Though before they disappear amongst blankets and leaves, approaching Sunday after bloody Sunday, I'll kneel down to the earth's paper and read the written scriptures upon the souls, from the blood upon the leaves. The deer, the turkey, and the foxes, the woodchucks, the raccoons, and the squirrels, the coyotes, the rabbits, the dogs, and the cats. Life. Now the poetry is in motion. Why silence sleeps until sun opens eyes. Stumbling clowns seeing noises left behind. Earth's notebook. Opportunities are on the rise. Earth's creatures published by the universe. Though this is my forest of I. Resurrection in this forest of eyes. This is my forest. Resurrection in this forest of eyes. This is my forest. Leave me behind. Motivation, determination, and inspiration. White, brown, black, unite. I am forever. I. Inspiration. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I heard what you said earlier too. Unmute yourself. Give it up for I Inspiration.
I'm such a big fan of Morrison that is ridiculous. Like I used to try to like watch as many of his videos as possible. Your delivery was so Morrison in fashion. This really awkward, lose myself within myself. I don't care if anybody else is out there watching. I'm having this moment with me in front of everybody type thing. Like it was so Morrison.
I would have been doing it in the woods, but it's raining.
Yeah. Like it's
I
so
don't want to
Morrison.
get sick before Saturday like I did in Indianapolis.
Good set.
Thank you, CP.
Yeah, I just go on about what CP was saying. It was just this really intense vocal performance, and I'm really glad to hear you kind of spreading your wings and getting into that and testing it and playing around with it a lot more. This it takes this poem into a kind of more theatrical zone, and that as a variety of spoken poetry, that's a really powerful place to be able to operate in. So it was just really great to hear you exercising a lot of different aspects to what you can do with your voice, Craig.
Thank you, Paul. I'm like literally shaking.
But the performance, I wasn't expecting the vocals to come out of you. And it literally, like CP was saying before, was like you saw you melting and coming, like colors and voices and imagery coming through, and then coming back into this person and howling. Like it was amazing to watch.
Hey,
Yes, I don't normally speak, but yes, I was awestruck with that. So yeah, that was awesome.
Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you.
You remind me of one of my teammates. Shout out my man Sinai. He has this poem. He said, "I really am having a good time. I'm having a good time." Right? And it just reminds me of that. When you give yourself to the poem, that is your reward. Is that, right? You become the poem. Then nothing really seems taboo. Nothing really seems out of pocket. Because every extension of you is every extension of the poem. So really dope work, man, for real. All right, folks, we have gotten to the good luck round. Please, in the sense of time, remember these are 3-minute rips. All right, and listen, I had to extend it because the folks in here, I had to make sure. So, try to keep it tight, please, because we need to hear everybody on this. Starting, first of all, the Jedi Master in the building. You've heard his commentary all evening. I really can't thank this gentleman enough for all that he does, not just for our community, but for the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. His consistency is key, man. Love this dude. The one and only Paul Skiff in the building. Come on, Jedi Master, you know what it is. Take it away, good sir.
Lo siento, estoy hablando Elemen2al, cual tú sabes es un tipo de español para gringos. Canta sobre el río durante la madrugada. Mi casa está en la avenida 6. Yo nunca espero oír de ti otra vez. Ve a darle flores de comer a los perros. Compré mis platos de lata en la esquina. En la calle 6 cada noche alguien diferente quiere besarme. Dibuja las caras tristes sobre el reloj del banco. Arroja tus zapatos hacia ahí entrando un árbol. Aquí 7 personas comparten una sola camisa. Un bebé puede mendigar un quarter a la edad de 3 años. Puedes correr desde la B a Clinton, ganarle a los carros de Houston. Mi casa está en la avenida 6. Mi casa está en la avenida 6. Vírgenes de ojos cerrados en la calle son llevados por mujeres viejas que se ríen de los hombres. En la iglesia de Dios hay un rally de trabajadores. Los jóvenes que vienen aquí, a los cuales una vez me parecía envejecerán adentro sabiendo demasiado. fuego canta sobre el río durante la madrugada. Lo que los solitarios se dicen en voz alta a sí mismos es probablemente amor. Cual palomas de las que duermen dentro de los aleros en la noche, tendría que oír su rezo, volará hacia todos Dios del mundo que se ha traído aquí. La hija de Bembo-Rivas tiene ojos oscuros en los cuales notas de canciones resisten sus intervalos de silencio para responder a Loisaida con una valiente continuación de la vida de su padre. Mi casa está en la avenida 6. Yo nunca espero oír de ti otra vez. Gracias, amigos.
Man, we need more of that. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Paul.
That is a side of Paul I have never seen. Yes.
Wonderful.
That last line hit me hard. It's still hitting me in the stomach. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. Always is. What the fuck?
Thanks.
I wish I could understand it, but it was beautiful.
Thanks, Greg. That's the first thing I wrote when I moved on to 2nd Street and Avenue C. Although I'd been living on 11 and B, so it wasn't like I moved around the world to get here. And, you know, that was Avenue to C from, 40 years ago.
Paul, it was
And
so
imagine 40 years ago.
amazing. It was so amazing. I don't understand either what it was, but there was just this depth to it that was mesmerizing. And I envisioned you sort of with the Pope giving a lecture to everyone about what was going on today, which I obviously wasn't, but it was so well delivered. It was just amazing, really.
Thanks, Bonnie.
It really was.
I'll have to do it in English one day.
Yeah, that would be good.
I don't know. Like, I dig it in its original form, right? However, it's like it was like really, it was like a walk on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. It really was, right? And for all of you who may not have been there and done that, I suggest you do it. And you can see that long, massive, stupid ass line at Cat's Deli. Crazy. All right. Crazy. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's see. Where did my list go? Okay. So coming up next, and I believe, it's been a while. But this artist, man, comes through so much. She gives so much energy and love to the room, to the community. Love when she comes through. It's been too long. The one and only Angelina in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you.
I will let you know. I have been gone for so long because I am graduating with my bachelor's in May in social work and addiction studies.
Let's go.
And I am currently working on a book, From the Streets to Ofrendas, and that brings us to my piece tonight. So before I begin, let us bow our heads. To God, to the ancestors, to the orishas, thank you. Amen. Dios la bendiga. Ache. Good evening. I come from rivers and roots, from things that flow and things that hold. I wasn't raised in one kind of prayer. I learned God in different names, different rooms, different kinds of survival. So tonight, I honor it all. This piece is called I Come from Altars. I come from altars, from ofrendas built with memory, with names, with love that refuses to leave. And from rivers and roots, from waters that kept moving, even when life tried to dam them up. And from roots that held steady, even when the grounds were shaking. I come from women who prayed in every language they knew. Amen to God, Dios la bendiga, whispered above our foreheads, and Ashe, rising from the chest like something ancient refusing to die. I greet all the gods that have ever listened to a woman like me to survive. I greet the seen and the unseen, the ones who walked with me, the ones who covered me, the ones who held me when I didn't know I was even being held. Elegua, keeper of the crossroads, opener of doors, I honor you. For every path you cleared and every path you blocked, that would have broken me. And for every redirection that felt like rejection, but turned out to be protection. Ache. God, I know you in more than one name. I know you in the way I've kept going when everything in me wanted to stop. I know you in mercy I didn't earn but received anyway. Amen. And to my ancestors, I come from your rivers and I stand on your roots, from waters that crossed oceans and blood that carried stories no one wrote down, but I feel them in my spine, in my voice, in the way I refuse to disappear. Even the pain you pass down, I do not reject it, I transform it. And to the lineage after me, I am tending to those roots, and I am clearing those waters, and I am unlearning silence so you don't have to inherit it. I am choosing healing so that you don't have to call survival a personality trait. I am building something you can rest in. So when you say my name, it won't echo with pain. It will sound like safety, like protection, like permission to become. This journey was not gentle. It was breaking. It was shredding. It was nights I didn't think I would survive, but I did. Because something greater than me stood in those waters with me. Call it God, call it spirit, call it the ancestors, call it the orishas, standing at my back, rooted at my name, flowing through my blood, saying, not her. So I stand here, not finished, not perfect, but aligned, a living altar, a walking prayer. I come from rivers. I stand on roots, and I will not shrink what was divinely built to rise. Amen. Dios la bendiga. Ache. End.
Let's get go. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Angelino.
That was awesome. That was
Amazing.
Asheru.
awesome.
That was nice.
Yes.
That was dopeness. Fantastic. Loved it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That was absolutely amazing. I mean, just every single person tonight has been unbelievable. But I just have one thing: your future clients, they're gonna get well really quickly. I know you're gonna do that for them. It's that they're gonna be lucky to have you. I just feel that.
Yeah, I would venture to guess that's true. And first of all, super congratulations on getting the degree. That is just not an easy thing to do. And what you've chosen to dedicate yourself to also is you don't need me to say it. That's just extremely important and so invested in community.
Yeah.
But This poem was just so cool, just over and over and relentlessly. I mean, I come from love that refuses to leave. Yes, you know, you don't have to claim survival as a personality trait. I mean, that's just so beautiful. I was just really riding the power of this poem from beginning to end. And you don't need an excuse for being absent from here. And we're always going to be really more than ready to hear your voice whenever you can get here.
Trust me, I spoke this into fruition in my Thursday class. I was like, y'all don't know I'm missing out on poetry slams tonight to be here to hear y'all complaining about your intern placement. Like, I don't want to hear that mess. I want to go home. They're sitting there. I'm like, oh, yo, I would wear my Norican Poetry Cafe hoodie every day. I don't care if it's 90 degrees inside. I'm like, y'all can't have me in my slam. I'm going to bring y'all into the room. That's it.
Yeah, you should just make them all. You should just break out a laptop at that meeting and, clock into the reading.
Yeah, you can put your headphones on.
There you go. But no, you guys were terribly missed, everybody.
And we missed you when I
Absolutely.
saw you tonight. It's like a big piece of sunshine for all of us.
Thank you.
For sure. So 2 suggestions, Angelina. First, to echo what the Jedi Master said, congratulations on getting your degree. It is no easy feat, but congratulations for staying dedicated to get all the way through it. Hell yeah. Rock that. For sure. Tassel and all. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 2 suggestions. 1. Get a comfortable chair. And number 2, wear comfortable shoes. Because once your clients get a hold of you, your ass gonna be at work all the time. Just saying. All the time. Alright. So, in the sense of time, right? We only have time for one more during the live stream. Then we'll get into the cipher for the final 3. Because listen, I'm here. I gotta be here for these final 3. And if y'all can, make sure you telling you. But we're gonna end the live stream on this next artist. And I believe this is her first time rocking with us. Is that correct?
Actually, hi everybody. First of all, I've had a great time tonight. Life has been lifing, but I was online with y'all through COVID, and then life started lifing, but I never stopped writing.
That's what I'm talking about, for real. Okay.
So, this poem wasn't finished, but when I saw the theme for tonight, it was my motivation to go ahead and just finish it. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Welcome back. You've seen what's been going on this evening. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. Let these folks know where they can find you, please.
So I go by Bree Speaks, but you can find me on Instagram, Beautifully Made 0321. All right. I can go ahead and get started. Okay, so I called it ebb and flow. It's kind of where I've been in my life. Mental rocks skipping across my mind, not sinking, not settling, just touching the surface long enough to remind me, Black woman, despite it all, you are still in motion. I am the dream that flows from a Black river, roots so deep I still hear the beat of my ancestors' drum. My thoughts got ripples, and every ripple got a consequence, and every consequence been teaching me what it really means to be Black and overcome. When I look in Earth's mirror, I see past me. I am the ripple of a generational identity, carried through a triangle, right angles of pain, planks that were blood stains my ancestors walked. Memories run like a river that refuses to forget, carrying their names because the current won't let go. And the river remembers what the oceans couldn't say, so I'm here to tell it. The resilience and beauty of this Blackness is real. Still vexed by my 2 a.m. thoughts of why the world can't see, my Blackness is beauty, rooted in the essence of me. I won't forget the price paid to those who fought, so I could come forth, wading in the water to become their wildest dreams, bearing my beautiful seeds. Still, the storm tears fill the rivers for years. Melanin evokes fear in the misunderstood. Seen as something sinister, yet my beauty flows like a river. It ebbs and it flows because there is greatness within me. It's not a belief, it's what I know. So I speak boldly and I leave lies shaking. I am the dream dripped in blackness, roots so deep, I only know how to stand 10 toes down, even in my sleep. I come from waters that will remember my name, currents carved by the hands of the past. I dip my toes in the river, I rise, rooted deep, freely I flow, yesterday, today, and yes, even tomorrow.
You better come through talking all that beautiful black shit. Unmute yourself, give it up for Bree Speaks.
Well, that should be the theme poem for tonight's whole session, really. It was so on target.
Beautiful black shit. Yeah, word.
Beautiful black
Fuck yeah.
Just a really tough poem. I love your delivery. It's wonderful. I knew I'd seen you before because, during COVID, way back when, we all want to forget about it in many ways. What I liked about this poem, because it is, so much just straight up and blatantly this identity poem, but you do it, you refine it, because this poem is about not only stating who you are and declaiming it. This poem talks about how you yourself recognize who you are. And I think that's just a really powerful bit of instruction, especially for people who want to write poems about identity, that you really focus in and turn it in a little bit about, I know who I am, I see who I am. And I kind of surmise that's how you come by the backbone to be just so straight up about blackness, and that is just another very, very, very Nuyorican thing to do.
Yeah, it really is just about being unapologetically exactly who you are, right? It's not a bad thing to represent who you are, right? I believe everyone should represent their culture, their heritage extremely loud, right? Because it was passed down to you, right? No one is able to choose. You know what I mean? There's not like this line that say, okay, what ethnicities are left, right? What do I have to choose from? You know what I mean? It's not like that, right? So you do honestly have to love being who you are and dig into your culture and dig into your language to really have a renewed sense of self. And that's what this poem really reminds me of. You said my thoughts got ripples. Each ripple has consequences. Like I dig that right there. Like it's like, yo, realize that you're dealing with somebody who's gonna put in that work. So welcome back. Really. You don't need no pop, no cherry. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. I hope you find the time because you've officially fucked up and you need to be here every Thursday now as well. All right. So fantastic. As I said, we have to close down the live stream. But there are 3 poets that are gonna rock this thing in the cipher. So if you know what's good for you, for real, sit still. But we are gonna end the live stream. Thank you all for being here this evening. And we're just gonna end the live stream like this. Until we meet again, may this energy we conjured this evening supercharge the rest of your week. Take this power, inspire others, energize creativity as we all hope to do through the spirit of Miguel Agarin. Your voice is appreciated, necessary, and always valuable in this space. Thank you for sharing it with us. Never forget, cowards get buried here, and we reclaim our strength through our fearlessness. On behalf of the greatest community in the world, it has truly been a pleasure spending Thursday night with y'all. Till next week, peace and blessings.